42-year-old Dion Watts died 6 days into the new year. The father of 6 was allegedly attacked by jailers during his release. His attorneys say those injuries, including a broken ankle, killed him. A Kill Secret says it all started when Watts was arrested on New Year's Eve for criminal trespass during a mental health episode.
He was there for a misdemeanor offense. An offense I imagine maximum punishment could be a fine or a year in jail, not death.
The police report, however, says Watts got into a physical altercation with a deputy jailer during his release. The report admits jailers used knee strikes and palm heel strikes to gain control of Watts. We reached out to Madison County jailer Larry Brock Tuesday. He declined to comment due to the ongoing investigation. Secret says they're awaiting autopsy results, but he believes jailers were negligent.
There were no attempts on the part of the Madison County personnel or the Richmond police or the sheriffs to de-escalate the situation. Rather, he was aggressively attacked.
The family says they learned about his injuries 3 days later, the day before he died. His uncle, Vic Watts, had given the jail his phone number for emergencies like this.
It was real simple. My nephew shouldn't be gone. My other nieces and nephews shouldn't have lost their father. I shouldn't have lost a nephew.
Noel Caldwell is a local civil rights attorney. This isn't his first case against the Madison County Detention Center. He says this facility ranks second in the state for inmate deaths. That's why the Watts family is not only calling for transparency, but change.
We know they knew who he was. We know that they knew he had a mental health condition, and there's lack of training, lack of accountability.
In a statement released on January 6th, Jailer Brock said they remain committed to transparency and accountability. In Madison County, Madison Porter, WKYT.